It's April and we're at Santa Pod's Big Bang for round 2 of the Competition Clutch front-wheel drive drag series. Big Bang is the first of the year's VW-themed events and takes place over 2 days, so there's plenty of time for qualifying over the weekend. Well, in round 1 it was Glenn Robson who took the win in the final over Guy Chamberlain, but they'll be facing even stiffer competition at every round with new cars coming into the series and cars and drivers stepping things up. Well, 2014 series winner Sam Bolton failed to come out in eliminations at the weekend, so will round 2 bring more success?
Yeah, we had a bit of a noise, a bit of a squeal. We weren't too sure what it was. It was a new build, so we just called it a day. It weren't worth it.
Well, we've got new cars appearing now, so you're going to have to start trying a little bit. So what is the plan? We've got 6 qualifiers lined up to get things settled in.
Yeah, it's getting really competitive. We're just going to come out and we'll give it a full pass and we'll see what happens.
And a welcome return to the series for Keel Priestman.
Well, we've had help from Skunk 2 Racing in America. They've sent a new engine over, turbo, manifold, intake manifold. Everything's pretty much Skunk 2 stuff on it, injectors, fuel rail. But we've changed the tyre size as well, so we were out yesterday race and done a 9.5 straight off the trailer, which is pretty good. Our best was 9.5 anyway when we had the old car, the old setup.
And there's also a new dog box gearbox to get used to.
To be honest, driving it to the track is terrible. But driving on the track's really good, so I'm just gonna have to get used to it driving around here really. I picked it up on the track quite easy, so still using the clutch. I can't get used to it yet by not using it, so I'm just keeping it as the same as I've always done. So that's all we're doing at the moment.
And hoping for more luck is Peter Cole with the Renault.
It's just gearbox problems all the time. Engine's good, but gearbox problems. But hopefully we've rectified that, so we shouldn't have any issues. Chris Beckett, Scoff, he's the only person who's done a 10-1 in exactly the same setup. 10-1 at 146 mile an hour, and that was 4 years ago. Yeah, that's my goal. 10-1 or 10 dead. I've got the same power as him, or a little bit more than he had, but hopefully.
So with 6 qualifying sessions scheduled over the 2 days, there should be plenty of opportunity to get dialed in. And the first Saturday session brought a great performance from Guy Chamberlain, looking like he solved his previous problems and going straight into number 1 spot with this great back-to-form run of 8.77 seconds at 167 miles per hour. Very aggressive off the line, tons of power, and a car that's been turning heads all around the world. Getting a tad loose at the top end there, but Guy controls it nicely. But a very gentle pass here from Sam Bolton, obviously wanting to check everything out before he starts stepping up the power.
Well, obviously the tractor motor then, that's good news.
Well, looks like smoke for Peter Cole in the Renault, and unlike the Civics, this really is a one-of-a-kind machine with very few performance parts available off the shelf. So, first time out in competition for Keel Priestman in the newly rebuilt Civic. He put down a couple of 9.5 second passes in testing yesterday, so the car obviously has potential. A bit of smoke, but a 9.4 puts him at number 2 straight away. And last pair out in this first session is Dan Frost in the right lane and Glenn Robson in the left lane.
I actually jump-started my actual run then according to the computer, so next time we'll have to go do another qualifying now, we'll wait and see. But yeah, really happy with my trap speed in this headwind anyway, so yeah, we'll see how we get on.
So into session 2 on a rather cold and windy weekend. The first out will be Glenn again in the right lane, and he's paired with Sam Bolton in the left lane. This is looking much better for both drivers as they go up to the line. A 9.74 puts Glenn into number 3 spot at the moment, but there's still plenty of time left to improve. Right lane is James Lord in the VW, and he's up against Dan Frost in the left lane. Well, Dan's been chipping away at his times and is now getting oh so close to the magic 9-second mark. And even closer on this run with a 10.10. We're into session 3 now, and it's Amy Bradley in the right lane against Sam Bolton in the left. Sam stepping up the power for this pass. Over the line, almost posting a 9-second run. This is turning out to be a great weekend for the Competition Clutch front-wheel drive drag series. Paul Atkinson in the left lane against Glenn Robson in the right-hand lane. Looking very nice indeed. Glenn improves by 0.04 to 9.70 seconds, but stays in number 3 spot at the moment. So a final outing for the day for Peter Cole. With the quickest 8 going into eliminations, he's currently not qualified. And you might have noticed that current number 1 qualifier, Guy Chamberlain, has not come out again since the first session. He obviously feels there's no need to stress the motor when he's already well in the field. But not good for Peter, as he's off the power at half track. So, on to Sunday morning and the final 2 qualifying sessions. First out is Paul Atkinson in the left lane and Amy Bradley in the right lane. And a PB 10.1 from Amy on this run puts her so close to that 9-second time ticket.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Managed to do a new personal best of 10.1 at 141, so getting close to the 9s now. I did think it might be a new PB, but I didn't realise it was going to be that good.
Sam Bolton in the left lane with James Lord in the right lane. Sam flying ahead. More improvement from James in his VW this time out with a 10.85.
It's basically a new engine. The engine's been tuned, we're just making a bit more power now than last year, that's all. I've got to the stage now, I'm happy with the engine, the power, the gearbox. I'm just trying to set the car now to go a bit quicker off the line.
Final session, and there's Amy Bradley hoping for that 9-second run, everything crossed. There's Paul Atkinson in the right-hand lane. Well, not this time for Amy, but improvement again for Paul in the right lane as he consolidates his number 7 position. What can Keel Priestman do this time round? Well, he doesn't improve on his previous 9.46, but quicker again for James Lord, but he stays in number 8 spot. He's going to have a difficult pairing in round 1 of the eliminations. Last out is Dan Frost on a solo, getting closer to the 9s at every single run, and it's a 10.03 this time out.
Yeah, I am over the moon at the minute. I mean, obviously there's still a little bit left in it, so we'll see what we've got to play with this afternoon.
Did you actually make very many changes over the winter, or is it just natural progression?
No, it's a complete new turbo setup, so I've got a new turbo, new intercooler, new intake, new boost pots, everything. So, I don't know.
So as we move into the lunch break, there's time to check over the cars, and it's Guy Chamberlain firmly in number 1 position.
877, 167. Yeah, not bad. It was good enough for number 1, so that was what we intended to do, and it worked well. I mean, 871 is a European record, but it definitely wasn't on our mind. We just wanted to qualify good. If we had any problems, then we got all the Saturday night to fix them, and we didn't, luckily, and we had an easy night, actually.
Clutch. Got nothing at all, man.
That doesn't sound good for Sam Bolton. Will he miss eliminations for the 2nd round in succession? Looking at the final qualifying positions, and it's very clear that every driver is stepping up their times compared to last year. But at the end of the day, it's Peter Cole who will be on the outside looking in. So here are the pairings for the all-important first round of eliminations. And as the cars are driven or pushed down the staging lanes, there's Sam Bolton watching from the grandstand. So Dan Frost will get an unexpected bye in the first round. And here is Dan. All he has to do is break the beams for the win, but I'm sure he'll be after getting that 9-second pass. Away nicely. Down he goes, looking very good too. And there it is, a 9.87 at 154 miles an hour. Well done, Dan. Amy Bradley in the left lane. Glenn Robson in the right lane. Amy also looking for a 9 and of course the win. Nothing in it at the start, but I think Glenn's pulling away at half track. Yes, he is. Over the line he goes. And Glenn takes the win with a 9.55. Very, very close with Amy on a 10.19. Just the second outing of the weekend for Guy Chamberlain, but he must be feeling confident as he faces off against number 8 qualifier James Lord. And he's out in front from the start. And never in any danger. He crosses the line in a well off the pace 9.46 seconds, only 147 miles per hour. And for the record, James runs 11.05 at 101 miles per hour. Keel Priestman next up in the right lane, but not much of a burnout for him. And he's up against Paul Atkinson. And Keel has rolled the start to get a red light, so Paul takes the automatic win. Well, Keel's new dog box will make gear shifts much quicker once he's got used to it, as it makes full throttle clutchless changes possible, but no such luck this time out. So as we wait for the semi-finals, there's plenty more action out on the track to keep the fans entertained here at Big Bang at Santa Pod. And here are the semi-finalists. First out is going to be Glenn Robson against Paul Atkinson, and it's good to see Glenn sensibly wearing a hands device there. Well, Glenn has about a half a second on Paul, but as we've seen so many times before, that advantage can be lost in an instant on the start line. So pulling into stage, they're away together, but Glenn's pulling out the lead and, barring mechanical problems, should have this one. He's looking good. He books his spot in the final with a 9.57 and a 10.52 there for Paul. Second pair is Dan Frost in the left lane and Guy Chamberlain in the right lane. Burnouts completed. Clear the smoke out of the car and edge into stage. The movers won, but Dan's off the power immediately. Did he miss a gear change? Don't think he's going to be able to make up the gap right now. And as Guy Chamberlain flies off down the line, a repeat of the Fast Show final, Guy versus Glenn, and for the record it's a 9.49 for Guy at 147 miles an hour.
Guy, I think he'll win it to be fair, but we'll just see how it goes. There's always a chance they can red light like I did last time, that'd do us a favour, but...
You obviously had problems in the final last time, but is everything going according to plan now, do you think?
Yeah, everything's alright at the minute. Car seems really, really good, so yeah, we'll do his best.
Well, it's time for the final. It's a repeat of the final from last round, and don't forget that time Guy red lit on the start line, automatically handing Glenn the win. So can he pull one back this time round?
Now, Jay's not the one in the
Good, strong burnouts are moving into stage. Oh no! Oh, Guy's done it again! 2 out of 2. The car pulls him across the line even before the tree set, so he's disqualified himself. and Glenn will take the automatic win to make it 2-0 in the series. And again, Guy could have beaten that time of 9.81. So Glenn is starting to pull out something of a points lead over second place man Guy Chamberlain and Paul Atkinson in third.
Guy, fantastic qualifying, but unfortunately it didn't work out in the final for you.
No, you're not going to believe it. 3 cylinders in the first round and 3 cylinders again in this round. So nothing but trouble, really.
Well, you'll come back stronger. I know you will. I certainly know you will. Okay, Glenn, taking the win. Absolutely brilliant performance from you this weekend.
Yeah, we're really unexpected. I mean, Guy's qualifying, we're out of this world, and he'll come back next meeting and he'll see me right, I'm sure he will.
But you've got to be delighted though. I mean, the car's gone quick. You've set fantastic runs this weekend.
Yeah, I'm just glad we've got some reliability now with the car. It's coming on stronger and stronger each meeting. So yeah, no, I'm really happy with cars, to be fair.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations. Okay, next round for the front wheel drive series is at Jap Show. We can't wait to see what the guys are going to do there.